Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Bridget Mulinge, hosting from Mahanaim College. Today, I've got a very special guest with us who's going to be talking to us about mind education and the mindset class. Now, this has to be one of the most essential things in our lives, and today you're going to get everything you need to know about it. So, with me is our very special host, Ms. Zubaida. Tell us more about mindset and mind education.
Okay, thank you for having me. When you talk about mindset, I think what comes to mind is how we think and things like that. So, our mindset course covers how to grow a positive mindset, because we have examples of people who have poor mindset and positive mindsets, or negative mindset, depending on how you take on challenges, how you take on life. We can decide if this person has a good mindset or this person has a poor mindset. So when we look even into our lives, how we live, when you look at maybe even how people, when you look around, you find garbage everywhere, then that shows there's something wrong with our mindset. Some of our leaders, when you look at them also, we can determine that this person has a good or bad mindset. So mindset basically goes through and talks about the world of the heart, because the world of the heart is what now determines what type of mindset you have. And when you talk about heart, most people think it's the physical,
yeah,
pumps blood, but we are talking about that invisible container that holds your thoughts, emotions, your feelings, and that determines your personality. So how you build your heart is what will determine what type of mindset you have. And for example, you'll see so many people who have achieved great success, have great wealth, but they're still experiencing pain and misery. And now, on the other hand, you'll find some people who have very difficult lives and have every reason to give up, but they are still enjoying life and have so much gratitude. So this is because of the difference in the world of the heart. Yes.
Nice. So I take it mindset is what contributes, our type of mindset is what contributes to our type of behavior.
Yes.
That's interesting. So you've mentioned Mahanaim College. We mentioned Mahanaim College before. We said there's a mindset class that we have. And would you please explain more about the class, what usually goes on, the course outline maybe?
Yes. So at Mahanaim we have a mindset class, which is compulsory for every student, accompanied with Bible class. So this is a class that goes on every week. So a student has to attend Bible class and mindset every week, one class per week, and we've divided it into small groups. So we do it in per course. Each class has their own class on each day, and through this class, people are able to be taught so many things. We go with this book. This book has over 50 topics that we talk about. From the power of the heart, the power of the mind, deep thinking, how now you change, the art of exchange and connection between people. So we go step by step. We even have case studies in the book that we talk about people in real life who actually went through a situation and how they handled it and how it shows the type of heart they have. Yes, so, and even activities that we give students to evaluate where they are at according to their mindset and to see if they have a weak mindset, a strong mindset, and then with that they can build up, with what they learn, they can build up to a positive mindset.
I see. So we've already established that this is one of the key elements we should be focusing on in our lives. So maybe you could explain more about the importance of mind education and mindset, especially to the youth and maybe those in college and campus.
Yes. So like I've mentioned, when you look at our society, so many things that are weakening the minds of the young people. Like I think right now most people feel like they have very weak minds. You'll find like these are people who are entitled, like most people say.
They do.
Feel like Gen Z are entitled. When they go to a workplace, they cannot even stay. Like if there's just a slight difficulty or the boss raises their arms at them, they leave. So you find they are hopping from one job to the other. When you look even at the environment, they can just litter, not just the Gen Z, even our parents. You'll find they will not even feel a pinch when they are littering. So I feel like when now we are teaching mindset, it will help build a proper mindset. The importance is that now with this, you've seen that countries who have, according even to some of the case studies, you've seen such people who have maybe practice positive mindset. You'll find that their countries have grown.
That is true.
If their leaders have proper mindset, then they will push the country forward. But if your leader has a poor mindset, maybe they only think about themselves, they don't think about the other people, then they will just get power and just gain for themselves without gaining for other people. So teaching mindset from, especially, sometimes in teaching something, when you talk from when you're young, it's better than 50. It can be very
challenging too.
It's something that we should introduce even in our just like, because it's just life skills, but now life skills teaches you self-control. But now, how can you gain self-control? Because while pushing so many desires, people are killing themselves because they cannot make it. As students fail the exams and because they feel that their parent will punish them, they kill themselves. Or a parent teaches a child because of 10. You've heard of such
Really? Oh, too tragic.
There's so many things weakening the minds of people in the society, and I think the importance of mindset now is so many aspects that have weakened the mind of
with mindset, I think there's a certain way it trains you to think, gives you a new perspective of things, and then you don't have to contain your thoughts into one box which could explode. So you just have to focus on something going to broaden your horizon and better your mental health. I also said something about, speaking of mental, how do you think mindset class or mind education is going to impact the youth and maybe help them focus more on mental health and ignore anything about their health?
Yes, I think I mentioned seen of like who have so much, like everything everyone desires, but they're still not happy.
Yes.
Like they are not maybe learned how to experience gratitude and that they're just chasing desires. And one of the things that I think is is messing with people's mind is desires. Like they chase so much desires every day, and we get that life is not about all these things. Sometimes you want a car, you get the car, and then you see another car, you want it, or you see your friends are moving forward in life and you're not. So I feel like desires are pushing most people to poor mental health, and now with mindset, it's just you what desires are and how you can tame your desires with self-control, and how do you come up with that self-control? Because like I've said, you don't just wake up and decide to have
self-control. Yes.
Because now, like a car, these desires, like in mindset, the desires are likened to a car. A car that's maybe like a Lamborghini that is so fast. If it does not have good brakes, then you cannot stop. Right? Yes, it's a good car, it can go very fast, but at some point you need to brake, you need to stop and come out of the car. But now these desires push us, just like that car that is on full speed, chasing, but now you need a break, because sometimes you might be working towards, maybe you want to be a doctor, but then you realize you're really not even good at sciences, and then you can change your course, your desires, So even if you don't reach a desire, then you can always get a plan B. Yes. So I feel like our mental health is basically on desires, and these desires are even fueled by what we see on social media. You see your friends, you see your peers are driving cars or living a life that you would imagine, or a life that even your parents would not give you. Then you start now spiraling down. You feel like you have not made it, and things like that.
Yeah, everything isn't always as it seems in social media. We have people blasting on fake news. They have people creating this whole persona that's not their real selves, and I think that also leads to the deterioration of the mind. And what would you say are some of the challenges that we'd face in this?
I feel I feel some of the challenges, like I've said, teaching mindset when you're teaching people mindset when they reach a certain age, they already have a way of thinking. Sometimes can be challenging because sometimes maybe they, like I've said, Gen Z have a type of attitude like, what are you saying?
What are you telling me?
You see? So I feel like that's a challenge. I feel like we should embrace it from when we are still young.
True.
And I think even technology, advancement technology is quite a challenge. Because yes, you might talk about telling people not to do that. They'll still go back to that.
They will.
See someone's body looks nice or someone is driving a car and then they still feel like they're not it. So I feel embracing just the students just need to have an open heart. They beat themselves. They just have an open heart, listen to the classes, get the case studies, and what is pace by pace, step by step, and all that positive.
I agree. So our deduction is we should learn when to put the brakes on our desires. We should also learn to be accepting of how we are and work hard on changing our mindset and change of perspectives. Thank you so much for being here with us. This has been a very mind-opening discussion for me. And I'd be happy to have you here once more. There's a lot more we can touch on mindset, but that is all we have for you today. Thank you so much for joining us. Our host, Ms. Zubeida, has been with us, and I'm your host, Bridget Mulinge. Once again, thank you.